everyone, it's Reagan and welcome back to the start of another weekend reading vlog. No, it's not so chilly in New York City that I can be wearing a sweater. I just got some new pants on sale and I wanted to try them with an ideal fall outfit. I'll show you them later. But welcome to this weekend. So this weekend is kind of a mixed bag of doing stuff. We have a friend in town who's visiting, so we'll be hanging out with them and watching football and the things like that. You know, that's just what our friend group likes to do. But I also really I'm wanting to read a lot. I have had such like an up and down roller coaster so far this month with reading. I've read almost 4 books this month, which it's about halfway through the month, which sounds amazing, but it also like I also feel kind of slumpy. It's confusing. So I just kind of want to rectify that, read a good amount this weekend, and just have like a really nice reading time. So let's talk about the books I want to read. So I have quite the stack here. Something here, it's not a book, it's Borderlands 3. I plan on playing this hopefully a lot. Borderlands has to be one of my favorite video game franchises. Clay and I both love it. This just came out today. It's a couch co-op game, which is super rare. It's so fun. Matilda loves it too, so I just bought this and brought it over here so I could stare at it. First things first, I'm gonna drop the remote. I'm gonna finish Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I obviously started this last week before the Harry Potter event, but I wanna say, well, let's just say, I think I'm on page 200 of this. I was reading it throughout the week this week, and I just wanna finish it. I have about 150 pages left of this, so pumped to read it. It's been really relaxing and I've been really enjoying it, and the 4th one comes out so soon. From there, I'm not 100% sure what I want to read. I was thinking about reading Sorcery of Thorns because it's been on my TBR for a while and I've heard really good things about it. But then recent buzz has got me super interested in Serpent and Dove, which was one of my most anticipated books of the year. And I hear this is super angsty, like a hate romance situation where 2 people who hate each other have to get married. One's a witch and one's a witch hunter. It just has so many things to be a recipe for addiction, like book addiction, and it just is really calling to me. But I really want to get through some of the books on my TBR that have been on it for a little while, so we shall see. But this is calling to me, and it has like a 4.4 on Goodreads, which is just wowza, so good. So these are my plans. I guess I can add Borderlands to the top of this because that's part of my plans too. Plus hanging out with this one and hanging out with some friends and, you know, watching football and the like. So it's gonna be a fun, relaxing weekend. It is starting to feel like fall, which I'm excited about. I might as well show you the new pants I got, so hold. So here are the new pants I got. They're like navy window pane. They're from Madewell, but I purchased them via Nordstrom. I got them for like 40% off. They were the last ones in stock. I think they still have them in white, so I'll have those linked below. This sweater I already owned. This is from And Other Stories. I own this sweater in like 3 different colors. It's the best sweater. It's like $49. It's the best like crop fit mock neck situation. It's so soft too. I have it in gray, a light tan color, and then this like brown mustard color. Huge fan. But yeah, really like these pants. I think they're fun. I don't own anything like them, so yay reading vlog, yay fall, yay. Sitting with Matilda, watching the challenge, of course. Well, that's a commercial. And doing some relaxing. I'm gonna start reading soon, and Clay is on his way home from work. Clay's home and we're playing a 2-person game of What Do You Meme? And I'm having a cup of a cup of coffee, you know, to hydrate me because I have to go out into the world tonight, so I need caffeine for that. I have not started reading yet, which is tragic, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to read tonight. I did not prioritize properly. I caffeinated and I watched Survivor and the challenge instead, and now I'm playing a board game. But never fear, there's still plenty of weekend left, and I do plan to get quite a bit of reading in, so stay tuned. We are about to head out to go meet up with our friends, but I have to say, guys, I am so into these pants. Like, you ever just get a pair of pants and you're like, yes, fancy pants, feeling great, feeling good in these pants. But yes, I know I haven't been doing any reading so far this reading vlog, but tomorrow morning I'm planning on waking up and possibly putting on the Harry Potter soundtrack and finishing Harry Potter in the morning right away. Again, I only have about 150 pages left, which I'm not quite sure what that equates to in the literal book, but I'll look that up tomorrow. I'm sure it's probably a little bit more possibly, because I think the illustrated editions tend to be shorter than the actual books, but I will figure that out tomorrow and finish it. Basically Christmas just happened is where I'm at. So I'm about halfway through the school term. Quidditch is in full swing. It's great. It's great. I love it so much. But yeah, and then I will hopefully figure out what I feel like reading next. I'm really gonna push myself to pick up Sorcery of Thorns, I think. Just because I have been meaning to read that for so long. So that's gonna be the plan. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow morning and the reading will officially begin. Apologies for the delay, but I decided to have a Friday night off from reading, which feels weird. I usually never take a day off on the weekend from reading, but sometimes you gotta pick the outside world, which I rarely do, from the inside world. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone tonight, hence all these weird hand motions, but okay, bye. Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday morning, as I'm sure you could infer, and I am about to sit down and do some serious Harry Potter reading. Before I jumped in, I wanted to actually figure out how many pages of this in the actual book I have left, and the answer is 180. So I'm gonna sit down and read this morning. I'm gonna try to finish it. There are a few errands I need to run with Clay this morning. He has a friend in town, so he's gonna be hanging out with him in the afternoon. So I'm gonna do a bit of reading, run a few errands with Clay, and then come back and continue to do some reading throughout today. I'm going to be hanging out at home with this one and just overall taking it easy and getting all the reading in. Isn't that right, Matilda? But I wanted to get started right away, right when I woke up, so I'm going to do that right now. But I wanted to check in to let you know how many pages I have left. That way, we know how many pages I will eventually read when I finish this book today. Huzzah. So let's get started. I am exporting a video, of course reading Harry Potter. I've read about 50 pages so far this morning. Clay has football on and is hanging out with me, so quite the nice Saturday morning. And I'm already reading quite a bit of this, which I'm really happy about, but I will check in as I continue to move along. But Harry Potter, I mean, what can I really say? Hi friends, so I am actually so close to finishing Harry Potter, but I got dressed because Clay and I need to run into the city for just a little bit to take some Instagram, so we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back and continue my reading of Harry Potter and film a bit. I'll show you what I'm wearing. Just a cute little fall look. I got this really cool new rain jacket, which I'm super pumped about, so I'm wearing it, and I'm pretty jazzed about it. It's like I wish I had it for Scotland, to be honest, because it's probably the nicest raincoat I've ever had. But yeah, we're about to head in. Clay's putting his shoes on. We got the bag all packed. Hopefully we'll be there and back in about 30-40 minutes, and then I'm going to finish Harry Potter. Forgot to vlog while we were at Washington Square Park, but here's a pretty cool view of a building, and the park is right over there. It's a really nice day outside. It's gloomy, but cool, which we like. It's fall, baby. Hi friends, so back home from going to Washington Square Park, and Clay's actually left again with his friend to go explore in the city. I am now going to sit down and read. It's so gloomy outside, which I'm just thriving for. But before I left, I was able to read a huge chunk of Harry Potter. As you can see, this is so heavy, but I have very little left, so I'm going to sit down now and finish this right away. Put some music on, make a cup of coffee, because I haven't had any caffeine so far today, which is wild. So I'm also going to do that. From there, I need to figure out what I want to read next, but I think I mentioned I'm gonna do Sorcery of Thorns, and I'm really gonna try to stick to that because I've been meaning to read it for a really long time and I'm excited about it. I do need to film a video today, which I'm planning to do in about an hour or so, because I want to give myself some time to read and to finish this. So my plan is to basically read Harry Potter, finish Harry Potter, quickly film a video, and then pick up another book and maybe watch some TV, because it is the weekend after all. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna make some coffee now because I need caffeine. Caffeine. Matilda's doing this weird chair sitting thing I thought I would just quickly show off. Interesting choice, Matilda. Interesting choice. Yes, that is a giant Madewell box. Yes, I know I have a problem. Also, lit a pumpkin spice candle. which is just thrilling in and itself. So it's gonna be a good, gloomy Saturday, Matilda. Brewing up some magic, and I was gonna say Matilda. My friend Emily got me this mug, and I think it's hilarious. So, gonna use it today. Makes me chuckle. I'm just making some regular coffee, which is gonna be so good. All right, pausing my music because I did just finish Harry Potter and I'm going to talk about it. I am also about to film a video, but first and foremost, most importantly, I need to show off Matilda because she's being so cute right now. You are the cutest girl in the whole wide world. Right, so as I just said in that clip, I have finished Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I read the last 180 pages this morning and I absolutely loved every second of it. It honestly really made me want to watch the movie. The third movie might be my favorite out of all of them. I also just think the third book is really interesting because I think it's the only book in the series that doesn't have Voldemort directly at its center, which I think just makes it kind of like an interesting book within the series overall. But I just loved it so much and it's made me so hyped for the release of the fourth one. I cannot wait to reread this whole series throughout the rest of this year. It's gonna be so much fun. This third one too, I feel like you're really beginning to see the larger picture start to develop. Like there's obvious foreshadowing, knowing, because we know what happens, like because I know what happens in the rest of the books, to some things that kind of happen down the line. And then I don't know, like Harry, Ron, and Hermione and their relationship and just the cleverness of the whole thing, and then Hogwarts and the vibe and the illustrations. It's just everything I love. And no matter how many times I read it, I don't even know how many times I've read this third book, but it's a lot. I always enjoy it. Like I can reread this book a million times over and it's not a problem, which is so interesting because that's really not the case with other books. I'm not a huge rereader, recently more so than in the past, but Harry Potter without fail, I can pick up a million times and it's not a problem. And I can't wait to reread the fourth one. And I really feel like, especially now that it's starting to cool down outside, this reread is just like working perfectly with the season. And then obviously I have the box set of all the movies, so I just know I'm going to probably marathon the movies as well. I recently watched the first one maybe like a month ago, so I think I'll move on to 2 and 3. I'm really excited for the third one because again, I think that's my favorite. And I also the start of like a darker tone to the movies overall, like visually. It's just amazing. I love Lupin so much. I love him so much. He's my fave. Is anyone else like in love with Lupin? Because I love Lupin. He's so like reformed. Like in a lot of ways Sirius Black is still problematic in his like behavior, but Lupin has an adult arc. Like he's like, I did some jerky things when I was a kid and I was irresponsible, which many kids are, many teenagers are. Teenagers are not perfect. You can't expect them to be so. But as an adult, he's like, and I regret those moments and I regret doing those things, and I'm glad ultimately like nothing bad happened from them, but it could have been. And he's just like an adult that has been unfairly treated by like the wizarding community as well, and he's just a great guy. I love Lupin. Lupin for president. But now I'm about to film a video, so I'm going to do that. I'm wearing a very fall outfit. This cardigan is literally my life. I bought it like a couple weeks ago and I haven't taken it off since, but I'm gonna film this video and then I'm going to pick up my next book, which is right here, Sorcery of Thorns, which I'm really excited for. I hope it starts out like with like very fast paced because reading Harry Potter is so easy for me, and like, I don't want to say it's just been slumpy. I just need something to immediately capture my attention. Otherwise I have a hard time picking it up. But I hope this does, and I hope it's really entertaining, but we shall see. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna read next. I'm honestly really enjoying just like hanging out with Matilda, listening to music and reading. I think I'm gonna paint my nails, which I haven't done in a while, but I just got like inspired, you know, fall hand makeover. But yeah, gotta film before it gets any gloomier because it's a little gloomy outside, so toodles. Finished filming. I actually don't know if I've already told you guys that. I'm also appearing a little blue right now, unusual, but I had to pause the music, but Matilda and I are having a bit of a jam session. I'm gonna resume the music and I'm gonna officially start Sorcery of Thorns, but I've officially read 180 pages so far for this readathon. I was doing some picking up around the apartment. I need to get rid of this box from Madewell, of course. But yeah, so I'm gonna start Sorcery of Thorns now. Cue the reading montage, I guess. So I've just been sitting on the couch having a really relaxing Saturday reading Sorcery of Thorns, and I've just passed the 50-page mark, and I have to say I'm already really liking this book. Kind of as I said before I started, I was essentially saying that I needed a book to basically draw me in immediately because I was concerned if it didn't, I just wouldn't feel like reading at all and I wouldn't make the time for it. Happy to say this book did do that. In fact, I am very intrigued. I think this book has started out really, really strong, and I feel like it's gonna be hopefully a book I end up really enjoying, like an over a 4-star read. If you guys aren't aware, Sorcery of Thorns is a YA fantasy story, and it's set in a really unique world. Obviously, I've only read 50 pages, so there's much to learn, but essentially it is a world where magic exists. Hello, Matilda. She wants to go under the blanket. Magic exists in this world, but it's kind of looked at kind of more demonic. Sorcerers like pull on the power of the underworld to be able to do the magic that they do, and through time they've also created these very powerful spell books that contain magic. A way to kind of contain this magic information. The government basically has created this structure where these libraries will house these magical books and kind of restrict access to them. They don't want to destroy them because they don't want to destroy knowledge necessarily, because they might need it one day, but they want to prevent especially really powerful and dangerous books like just freely existing in the world. These books are protected by individuals called wardens, which are just trained to deal with these books in a proper way because they're essentially alive. Like, these books have personalities, like they can talk to you in your mind. They're quirky, they're weird, which is honestly a really cool element of this story. Our main character's name is Elizabeth, and she's training to be a warden, and at the beginning of this story, essentially something wild happens at the library in which she's training, and she's kind of blamed for it, and that's pretty much exactly where I'm at. So far though, this world, as I've mentioned, this magic with these books, this library setting is drawing me in so much. I've read another Margaret Rogerson's book before, and I forgot how visual her writing is. I just can see and picture and feel like everything that's been happening so far, and I'm really liking it. I'll say, I think Monica commented on this, the ages of these characters seem a little unrealistic. They're like just turned 16. I don't know about you guys, I try to suspend my disbelief, or I honestly just ignore ages altogether when I read YA because it takes me out of it. Because like when I was 16, I wasn't like this. But yeah, so far, so really good. Like, I'm really loving the writing and the world, and I'm just really captured in the story almost immediately. And yeah, I'm excited to read more, which I'm gonna do right now. Clay and his friend Marshall, I think, are heading back pretty soon. Then we're gonna get dinner in the neighborhood and I think just kind of hang out. So I'm trying to just get as much reading as I can before they get here. If I can read 100 pages, that means I'll read almost 300 pages today, which would be stellar. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get back to it. As I said, really, really liking this book. Super strong opening, immediately captured my attention. I'm really excited to see if this could possibly be a new fave. TBD though. I'm hoping. I also feel like there's gonna be some really good banter. I also really like the main character a lot. Elizabeth, great, great. Love her, big fan. Okay, gonna go back to reading now. So, just past the 90-page mark. I'm flying through this book. Like seriously, I feel like I read those 90 pages faster than I've read 90 pages in a long time. Also, the dialogue is hilarious. The banter is there. I remember reading An Enchantment of Ravens by the same author and thinking the same. I loved the dynamic between like the romantic interests in her stories. They're just really entertaining and funny. Like I'm finding myself like laughing out loud, which is such a nice thing. So Clay and Marshall are actually on their way home. I decided to take a little break from reading and I ordered myself a pumpkin spice latte, which I'm gonna go pick up now. I don't know, it's been gloomy all day. I've done a lot of reading, you know, got various things done. Had a really nice relaxing day. So I figured, why not end the night, top the night off, cherry on top, with the pumpkin spice latte with the whipped cream. I usually never get whipped cream, you know, but you know what? Treat yourself. It's fall, baby. So I'm gonna go walk and pick that up now because, hello, pumpkin spice is life. Gang's all here and we're headed out for some Italian food. Some Italian food.
Sure, thank you.
I am officially home, so I am now going to read some of my book. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to read tonight, but I'm gonna try to read like 20 or 30 pages. I'm really liking this so far, so I'm excited to see what happens next. Matilda really wants to go hang out with Clay, as you can see by her longingly stare at that closed door, but alas, Matilda, alas. Good morning, sunshines. Happy Sunday morning. But yeah, good morning everyone. So I'm actually about to head out and grab some coffee for Clay and I and some snacks. I'm wearing my Flaming Hot Cheetos t-shirt, as one does on a Sunday. It's pretty early in the morning, which is great. I plan on doing a lot of reading throughout this morning and early afternoon. I am really excited to watch some football today. The Bears play, but they don't play till 4:30, so I feel like I have so much time to get reading in. Obviously, I'm loving my book, so it's just like the perfect recipe for a great day. But I'm gonna head out now and get some coffee and a croissant and a muffin and all those delicious morning things. And I will be right back, but I just wanted to check in and say hi. Picked up the goods. These are really interesting. I'm curious what they're gonna taste like. They're blueberry cornflake muffins. Sounds good. Matilda is very intrigued by them. But I'm gonna have this little tasty breakfast situation and then I'm going to go right into reading. Hi everyone. I've changed into a new outfit for today. I'm fully dressed for the day. I also painted my nails, which is something I don't treat myself to enough and I really, really like it. I did this like fall purpley color, which I'm a fan of. Football is officially about to start, but the great news is I've read another 50 pages of Sorcery of Thorns and I'm loving this book so much. I think the world is so interesting. A magic system kind of fueled by agreements with demons I think is really cool. Obviously, I've come across demons often with NYA, but I feel like this particular use case is really new and interesting, kind of the bargaining and how demons are kind of passed on like family heirlooms through time. So I'm really liking that, and then just like how magic is structured within this world overall. And then plus, I still love the main character Elizabeth. She's really funny, and she's also kind of an outsider, so in the same way that the reader's discovering a lot of new things because we've never encountered this world before, in a lot of ways our main character Elizabeth is also encountering things for the first time, which I'm liking. And again, her banter with Nathaniel, I die. This book is super entertaining. Obviously I'm hoping to read over page 300 today. I'm on page 150 right now. I don't foresee that being any type of problem because I'm reading it so quickly, and I plan to continue to read through the rest of this afternoon, taking it super easy today, which is my favorite kind of Sunday, just hanging out on the couch with Clay and Matilda, watching some football, but mostly just reading until the Bears play later this afternoon, and then I'll just be crying. Just kidding. But yeah, I am really liking this. I'm super happy. I don't want to use the word surprised because I shouldn't be surprised because I really like this author, but I'm relieved and happy that this book is engaging my intention so thoroughly. So really great news. I'm gonna get back to reading, let my nails dry for a little bit because they are wet. I like can't touch anything, you know. But I will check in as I continue to read more. But I wanted to give you guys a 50-page update. We're eating our very healthy, nutritious Panda Express lunch, watching some football. I did read 30 more pages of my book, which is just getting better and better as it goes on, but I'm obviously gonna take a break and eat. Hey Hi everyone, checking in because I have read quite a large chunk of this book. I have passed the 200 page mark, which is amazing for a variety of reasons, but that means I have read over 380 pages so far this weekend, which I'm really pleased with, and obviously I plan on reading more, but I would say I'm maybe halfway through, a little under halfway through this book, and I'm just really liking it. I just feel like the ebb and flow of the story is really good. I'm really enjoying the setting. It kind of has this historical 17th, 18th century setting, possibly. Obviously it's set in a fantasy world, so it's not like one-to-one, but there's like, no, it'd be later. It'd be like 19th century perhaps, because there's inventions going on too, like steam power and things like that. So like the chimes are a changing, but there's magic and other types of politics. And yeah, the central mystery is really good. There's some really great angst between the two main characters. And overall, I just have no idea kind of where the plot and the story is gonna go. But I'm really excited to find out, obviously. And I'm gonna keep reading. So my goal is, I mean, realistically, I don't think I'll be able to finish the whole book today. I have about 220 pages left. It's totally possible. But my goal is to read at least 500 pages per usual for every weekend. So try to at least read at least 100 more pages, but I might get close if not finish this book today just because it's enthralling me so much. Matilda has been keeping me company. She's just sitting in the sun, and I have football on. I'm also looking at my fantasy team as we go along. But yeah, I'm really, really liking this book. I think I'm gonna make a fresh cup of coffee because I am getting a little sleepy, and the Bears are about to play, so I'm gonna be taking a bit of reading, a break from reading, to watch that game. But yeah, just having such a nice Sunday. Oh, it's just the most relaxing. Nothing like a 4 p.m. coffee on a Sunday after spending all morning reading. Oh, God bless. Well, not all morning reading. I've only read like a little over 100 pages because I'm reading really slowly because I'm watching football too, but you know what? It's my favorite way to do things. So my nail polish changes colors with temperature. So look what happens when I press my nails against my warm coffee cup. See? It becomes lighter. Wild, huh? Science. Matilda bullies me until I put my legs out so she can lay on them. It's the truth. So far, Bears are winning 6-3. It's a very old school traditional football game, but we shall see. I still have my book nearby. I plan on reading after the game. Where is it? Really liking it so far, as I've been saying. But first, Bears. Guess you got a little dental chew. She's gonna try to go hide in her kennel.
You almost fumbled it.
Literally, she's so overwhelmed by having this treat that she doesn't know what to do, and she's stressed. Like she's just been sitting here with it in her mouth, doing absolutely nothing else, and whining every once in a while. Millie, just enjoy your little chew. It's good for your teeth too. The vet recommended. You're allowed to chew on it, girlfriend. I am shook. The Bears had a very last-minute victory. Woo! Yeah, it was wild. But I'm gonna take a quick shower and then I'm going to relax, calm my pulse, and then I'm going to get to reading again because I really want to read. I'm so happy the Bears ended up somehow winning that game, Lord. But yeah, time to shower, and then Clay and I are just gonna hang out. I'm gonna do reading. All right, it's official. I've done the last of my errands tonight. I showered, I did some picking up. So now I'm in the bedroom. Matilda's here is too. What, that wasn't a sentence. Matilda is here too. Sorry. Matilda is here too. I have a snack of my favorite, peanut butter pretzels from Trader Joe's and Hershey Kisses. And I'm gonna sit and try to get a good chunk of reading done. As I said, I'm over the 200 page mark, so I'm gonna try to get to at least page 300, if not more, maybe 350. That would be really exciting. But I'm actually really excited because I'm really into this book. So I'm gonna get to reading right now. It's been a really nice Sunday. I'm still shocked the Bears won. Wow, shook, but time to read. Hi everyone, reading update. I've just passed page 256. I'm on chapter 23. And I'm really liking this book. I'm feeling like a broken record, but it's really capturing my attention. I'm definitely ignoring the ages. I feel like probably my only complaint about this is that I just don't believably think these people are 16 years old. And maybe I'm just being a little annoyingly ageist, but Regardless though, hi Clay.
Hi.
I'm really liking this story. It's really starting to heat up. Again, I really love the concept of magic and these books that have powers and personalities. Like, it's not just like a book containing like information. The book itself is alive. Like, think like that one Harry Potter book, the Care of Magical Creatures book that Hagrid had, and it's like biting people. Think like that, but they all have different types of personalities beyond just like biting people, I suppose. Particularly as well, the main character, as I keep saying, I'm really enjoying her personality. I think she's really interesting. And just the library setting is incredible. Like, it's a fantasy library book. Like, what more could you ask for? Again, read 256 pages, so I'm gonna keep going. I am trying to get over 300 pages in, so I'm definitely tracking to do that tonight. That shouldn't be a problem. It's only like 9:15, so I got plenty of time. I stay up way too late all the time, so I'm sure that will be repeated tonight. But I just wanted to give you an update, and I'm just gonna keep reading this book right now, so bye. Sometimes you have to get the good snuggles. Also, I passed the 300-page mark of my book. Oh, Clay's back. Look at that. Look at that very concerned face. Oh, snuggles are done. Camera casualty. More reading updates. I've read another 30 pages, so I've passed the 330-page mark, which is super exciting. I am gonna try to read at least 20 to 30 more pages tonight. I am getting super tired. It's getting late. But if I read 20 more pages, then I'll be at 350. So that'll be over 500 pages for the weekend, which is always kind of like my floating goal that I always try to accomplish. And I really feel like I'll finish this book in the early parts of next week. And I think this is actually the 5th book I've completed this month. So overall, jazzed, happy with that. And I'm excited to figure out too, like, maybe I'll get on a roll. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe I'll just keep watching old seasons of Survivor after work. Every time I go into the work week, I'm always like, yeah, I'm gonna read so much. I'm gonna carry this momentum from the weekend, and then I come home from work, and then I'm like, should I just watch 4 episodes of Survivor that I've already seen? And sometimes, most of the time, that's what I do. But you know, whatever. I'm gonna stay positive and keep reading, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'm not sure if I'll do any more check-ins tonight because I'm getting really sleepy, but I'll of course give you an overview of everything I read tomorrow. Hi everyone, it's Reagan and welcome to the end of the vlog. A few days later, I just wanted to of course pop in, go over everything I read over this reading vlog, and also just, you know, whoa, lost you there for a minute, and also say goodbye. So this weekend, I'm actually really pleased with all I was able to read. I ultimately read 532 pages or something like that, which I'm always pleased if I can get over the 500 page mark, and especially because I don't think I read a single page on Friday. Reading this much on Saturday and Sunday, I think I'm really proud of. But let's go over the books. The first one is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I read the final 180 pages of this. Of course, I loved every second of it. Big Harry Potter fan. Really loving this reread, but this was the first thing I completed. And then from there, I, over the course of the weekend, read 353 pages of Sorcery of Thorns. I did want to say, since filming the reading vlog, I have actually finished this book, and ultimately I just feel like I have to say something, because otherwise I feel like I'm going to give the wrong impression about this book and this series. Overall, I felt like this book started really strong, which is what I mostly read during the course of this reading vlog, but then the last, like, I read 75 pages starting around 275-ish onwards, and then ultimately I finished this book last night, which was not during the reading vlog. I honestly did not love the ending of this book. I felt like it started really strong and then the end just kind of fell flat for me. I wanted to just say that this isn't a wrap up, and obviously that I didn't read the whole book during the course of this readathon, but I just wanted to give more context because I ultimately didn't love this book, even though I feel like if you watch this reading vlog, you'll think I did, because I did love the beginning. Anyway, point is, did read 353 pages of this weekend, and strong start, week finish, as I just went over. But yeah, so that is everything I read in this reading vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you soon with another reading vlog soon. Bye!